What up, what up, what up, what up, Wheatfield? Welcome back to another episode of Tears and Wheat to Roll Show, where you sure enough never know what you're gonna get. Welcome. If you new here, gotta warn you, I am an intuitive channeled messenger. I message with the spirit, the infinite intelligence of the all, and the breath of life. Yes. So that's my deal. We are highly spiritual. I mean, we do everything in the spirit, but not religious at all. We study religion. We are student of world religions, how the source, our eternal Lord of all creation, has spoken to its wheat field all over the plain. And we take all of those pieces, we pull them together, and we read them basically. So if it's in creation, which everything is, it is made by the infinite intelligence of our creator and bound by the force of life. And everything that is made in creation has a word written on it. It has intelligence baked in, and we read that intelligence for our highest good. If you could rock with your girl, if you could hang out on there, sit around, sit for a spell. Don't click off, don't leave. It could be like cooking with cold Crisco, you know. It could start off thick, start off slow. Have to get it out that can and put it in the pan and warm it up, you know, let the source come in, our creator, put some heat on that thing. And once we do that, we sure enough get to cooking. I'm telling you, it comes together. It do. Some days it be like frying and dropping some nuggets, and some days it be like making a chili or a pot roast, something good that's gonna hit you in the kingdom. We pray all of it hit you in the kingdom, but some of it is just that, you know, stick to the gut type food. Take a little minute, it need to seat for a while until it get good and tender and just fall all apart. Yeah, baby. We always got to keep our sip. We do. Rise and shine for the day. I hope you have gotten your fresh anointing for the day. It's Monday. We need a fresh anointing. Get that oil cleaned out. Get that sludge out. Because that's why we here, so we could chop this ish up, so we could chop this ish up. Warning. Again, I'm spiritual, not religious at all. Okay? So this mouth right here, it could get a little thick. It can, I cuss. It'll come out. I'm not profane, but I damn sure cuss, just to let you know. And depending on the message, it might be a whole lot of that wrapped up in there, depending on how needs to be said. And the message is what the message is, all right? So, again, if you could rock with your girl, if you can hang on in there, if you could vibe with this, subscribe. If it ends up being something you care about, share it out. You want to be here for every spell, hit that bell. We do it every day. We do it every day. I need another sip. Y'all, I told you I like new stuff. I got another deck of cards. I got about, I don't know how many decks of cards. But we like to do some deep readings. I mean, when we get into a thing, we get into it, okay? We don't just pull no ones and twos and fuse and be like, oh, that's it, you know. No. We try to get down up in that thing. Why? So we could chop this ish up. Chop it up and get it out. You know, not no, oh, catch me on Patreon for part 2. We don't do that, at least not yet. You know what I mean? Depending on how deep these messages get, we might have to do a preview here and then throw the rest an extended version of Married to Two. We trying to work it out. We don't know. Anywho, we got some Wild Mystic. I think this box is so cute, isn't it? It's like a collector's kind of thing. Look at that book. Oh, it's pretty. And then the cards sit nestled down in there. That's gorgeous. I'm so excited. Oh, look, it's like a whole nother other box. It's a box and a box and a box. And it came in a box. Look at that. I wonder what do other card readers do to bless their decks and like how they start them off. Ooh, these are pretty. Oh, look. And some of them are going. They not even all turned the same way. Maybe, oh, I don't know why it's like that. That's weird, huh? But look, these are gorgeous. Look at that. Collaborate. That's a good one. Trust. That's a good one. Ooh, fear. Ooh, maybe somebody is fearing the ability, you know, they have some fear about trusting their collaboration or who they're going to collaborate with. I don't know. you know, but we have not blessed these cards yet. We haven't cleaned them. We haven't, you know, put any intention on them. That's what I like to do. You know, I just got another set of Disney set. I need to do the same thing. Even though I kind of was doing an intention in my mind. Like when I first got them, I was so excited. Those cards are really cute. I love this box. This box is gorgeous. Oh, look at that. It says it belongs to, I'm going to have to put my name in the inside. It belongs to who? La T. Yes, it does. Anywho, y'all, that's that set. I just wanted to open it up and show y'all. We got a couple things on the table. We do. Couple sets of cards. I'm going to set these over here on the because I need to bless those. Yeah, we got a couple sets of cards out. We got some empowering questions like normal. We got some Kipper, y'all. Ooh, I got some Kipper. I'm excited about those too. And again, oh, my Disney card. Is the box on here? Yes. Disney villains. Look at this. Isn't this cute? Yes, and I did a couple readings with those, and I really like the visuals on those cards. They're nice. It's the traditional tarot, but the visuals are really, really different. They're cute. Look at that Knight of Swords. That's cute, huh? Look at the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, snap. We got the Knight of Swords. That's Russian protection type of energy, yeah. And the Wheel of Fortune. Times is changing. Something is moving forward. Yeah, but the Five of Wands, maybe somebody's moving away from conflict, you know, or some sort of conflict you were going through is passing. It is passing. And yeah, maybe some protection, some energy is in front of that. You know, you're moving into a protective mode, or the spirit is moving before you to clear some shit out because your will is changing. Yeah, again, changing away from some conflict. This was on the bottom, like right here. Well, the top of the deck was pushing the top. It was conflict. You know, we got the 7, lies and deceit and all this stuff. Somebody done ran off with some shit and left a shoe behind. Yeah, they did. But anywho, that's this deck right here. I just think it's super cute. Anyway, y'all, yeah, whatever it was some strong shit. It was strong. Or you're going to have to be stronger. It's going to require you to be strong. But right here, we also have the 9 of Coins. Yeah, maybe you are strongly abundant. And we got patience behind that with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, look at that. Ain't that cute? Ah! Queen of Wands. Somebody sexy, you know, sensual about themselves, taking care of themselves, you know what I mean? About the, you know, not just about the money, but caring for you, attractiveness, just love on self, I feel. You know, not like you with your nose turned up. I don't necessarily feel that. Maybe you kind of stoic. Maybe you are kind of regal. Yes, that's what I'm feeling, the little regalness. Yes, yes. But you also have some patience. Yeah, having some patience too. Knowing that you about your bread. I mean, talking about the 9 of Coins with the Queen of Wands, temperance. You talking about regal, paid, bag, what? And strong. You see that strength? And strength dropped on my other personal deck over here. For scales is balanced. Right here we got, in a couple of weeks, scales is balanced. And we saw that wheel. So scales is balanced. Something strong. Something strong happened. Or this is going to be a very strong season for you. It could be abundance, prosperous, you know, highly successful. You could get ready to go through some things that challenge you to push you to your next level. Or start off, or maybe you're starting off this cycle strong, you know, very confident in self, I feel. Queen of Wands is very confident. And you talking about confidence with the temperance. I throw cards, y'all. I do. Strength. But, yeah. That whole thing. And maybe something made you strong because we got the 6 of Swords. You had to move and walk away from something. Yeah, pretty much. Something that was in that last cycle. You chose to move forward. Probably from some manipulation or some lust. Magician and the Ace of Wands to me always speaks to lust. You know, A lot of people can't see past their wine, and they use sex in their wine to manipulate people. So you could have been caught up in a situation, Queen of Wands, somebody that's very sexy, very sensual, or are you the queen that's using your, you know, to get your back? You could. Just saying. It's a whole thing these days. I mean, women are in that mindset where, okay, dudes just want a pretty woman and pretty woman just want a dude to take care of her. So, using that to get the bread. We saw them 9 of coins on there, and being patient, knowing that you only have to, that temperance, ooh, page of swords, that could be lies, you know what I mean? So, again, using your sexuality, your sensuality, being patient, submissive, tempered, in order to get the bread, to get the bag, to get the coins. That could be a whole thing. Depending on what side of the fence you sit on. Just saying. And some women, yeah, the world card is here on the bottom. Time out for that cycle. You know, maybe you coming out of that cycle and ended up here, hermit, having to go into yourself and realize, you know, that it's a different way to get the bread. It really is. Or getting the bread in that way don't make you happy. It don't. It don't. We saw the 3 of Cups here. Maybe, again, more than one person that you're trying to get that bag from. But it'll run you back into yourself every single time. We didn't pray over that deck. That's just what I was feeling. So let's do that now. Let's go ahead and pray, y'all. Thank you so much to our eternal Lord of all. Yes, thanks so much. The eternal Lord of creation itself. All of creation is whole. It is whole and made by the infinite intelligence of our Creator, our eternal Lord. Yes. And it is bound by the breath of our eternal Lord. And everything is of the source. We are all of our source. Thank you so much for the awareness and the knowingness that creation is whole. Use me as your messenger, a vessel right now. Surrender to deliver the message. A message that will be edifying unto self so that I may edify you, edifying unto your weak so that they may edify you. Let us come together and connect, trusting that we can connect and collaborate with one another so that we can brighten ourselves, grow our light, become strengthened, strong, so that we called for good bread, y'all. Yeah, I know, y'all sweet. Yes, I know. God for good bread, strengthen us so that we may be good bread for you, the source. Thank you so much. If there's anything else, I should pray to come into alignment with your will for the work that heaven has come to earth to touch earth to do the work. Is there anything else that I must pray to come into alignment with you at this time? Yes, please give me the words, Father. Please give me the words. Father says to align yourselves with the will of the Father for goodness, for growth, for protection, protection from all things. We are whole. We are complete. We are ready. We are done. Ashe. Source says to surrender. Surrender ourselves. Surrender ourselves unto the will of the Most High God. Yes. Placing no one or nothing before the Most High God. Most High sits above all things. And to it only do we surrender. Do we worship? Do we praise? Is there anything further I should pray? Please grant us and seal us with your Ashe. Thank you, Father. Father, bless the whole table on that one. Yes, sweet. Yes, sweet. Yes, sweet. Yes, sweet. I've been blessed over the last couple of sessions. Father has blessed the whole table where we haven't had to necessarily bless each individual deck of cards. Either I have been neglecting to do so. No, Father has given me permission to use them and go forward based on the blessing that He's given already. It has given already. Thank you so much. Just need to get some of that clarifying energy on my hands. I felt the need to do that today. Get my little pad out the way. I don't know what the message is for today. I really don't. I felt the need, empowering cards, okay, empowering questions, to talk about my two little new decks, but that was pretty much it. I knew I wanted to do that. We also have some stress less cards that we have here on the table, so we'll look at that. We have empowering questions. We have stress less, if you guys could see that. Father, up. We're going to, okay. So right now we have pay attention to your breathing. We have pay attention to breathing. We've been talking about meditation. It's a good thing. We touched on the type of meditation. It is basically using the sound, the natural sound of your breath while you're meditating and focusing on the sound that you make while you're breathing, and just going deeper and deeper and deeper into the humming and the resonance of your breath. You can feel that resonance, the vibration in your chest as you are and sitting in that vibratory space and allowing it, the resonance, you can hear it like deep in your eardrum space. You can feel it in your chest cavity. That resonance, it brings energy and flow into the vessel, and it helps to, I think, stabilize the rhythmic state within the body. That's what was revealed onto me. Get that sip. So let's ask ourselves an empowering question. I hope you guys again are having a magnificent Monday. And if you feel like it's Monday and it's a crappy Monday, do something to work that shit out. You know what I mean? You can always do something to work it out. Get into your body. Take a walk. That's up here on the stress less. Take a walk. Go for a walk. It might be go for a walk and do what? Breathe 10 times. We was just literally talking about breathing. While you breathing, you could be thinking and doing some affirmations. We got take a walk, breathe 10 times, and we got praise yourself. That one is right there too. Praising yourself. Good affirmations. I am formations. Am statements. I am abundant. I am whole. I am complete. I am whole. That's my grand fur baby, Sasha. She likes to come around while we channel, and sometimes she kick the camera down. She like to jump up behind me. You'll see her if you stick around. Come on back around. I believe you will. I am successful. I am complete. I am whole. I am worthy. I am prosperous. You know, I am a piece of creation. I am a thought of the Most High God. Like the Most High God thought of you and thought you into existence. You are a piece of pure consciousness. I am consciousness. I am conscious. I am consciously aware that I am a piece of creation and I am whole, and creation is whole and complete. I am consciously aware that I am built and made from the infinite intelligence of our Creator, that I am filled with the breath of life. Again, breathe, beloved, breathe. Breathe 10 times and tell yourself that with every time. I am breathing in creation. Creation is whole. I am filled with the abundance of creation. I am powered by creation itself. Creation empowers me. And since we just said that creation empowers you, let's jump back over into these empowering questions. I told y'all they come together. It'd be like a whole bunch of shit, bunch of ingredients sitting there on the side. We be chopped it up. We done chopped up some ingredients, but we got to put it together. It comes together, I'm telling you. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's fire like grease. It be popping. You can jump some nuggets off into that thing. And sometimes it's slow like a chili. You have to pull all them ingredients together and get it slow cooking and stewing so you can get that chili out there and make some cornbread on the side. Come on with that thing, Father. Ooh, that sounds good. Make some chili and some cornbread. I don't know if I want to do Texas style chili, with some sour cream and some stuff like that, or what. What do we want to do? We feel a question is something in here. This one. About to shake my hand. This. What would happen if I didn't try to control my future? Ooh, 'tis the season. 'Tis the season to remember to release control. Breathe. Father said breathe and release control. That could be for somebody. Yes. Breathe and release control. That is the energy. We're going to put this. Father said put that right back over here where I put it at. Okay. So we're going to do that. Ashe. Father say breathe and release control. What would happen if you didn't try to control everything? Now, I used to, want to control things. And, that is a defense mechanism. Because you come into a state, and especially as a child, you don't have control over too much of shit but self. And then you try to impose your control of self onto others. You have to be taught that the world don't revolve around you at the same time. But then we kind of have to go back and unlearn a lot of the things that we've been taught, because conformity, we got to release some of that ish, chop that shit up so we can get it up and get it out, right? But what would happen if you didn't try to control your future? Again, developing control as a coping mechanism for being out of control. Not having a say-so over the things that's happening to you or happening around you, right? What's given on to you, what you're willing and able to receive. Being at the whim of somebody else. Feeling defenseless, I hear. Defenseless. You're at the disposal of others. And that could put you in a position where, in order to defend myself against what may come against me, I have to control so that I know. And nothing can take me by surprise. Nothing is uncertain. I work to build in certainty in my life in every area. And that right there, baby, is control. And you cannot control everything. Uncertainty is built into the intelligence of the all. It requires a level of uncertainty. That is free will. You, beloved, being an expression of the Most High God, the eternal Lord of all, by its intelligence could just, of course, it syncopates all things and considers every possibility. Our consideration only goes so far. But of course, the source that has created all of creation and everything in it has a much a level of intelligence that we can't even fathom, like, honestly. Especially in this little limited expression, 3D, this right here, I would have to really be tapped into that pineal where those ancient old Akashic records live. The infinite intelligence of the all, and that's why we say seek, so that you can have things revealed onto thee. It's baked in, but it's not in your forefront, right? It's back. So to sit into meditation and to call that forward is a thing, seeking within self for revelation, right? In that meditative state. You'll be surprised what comes out of you when you are just in that resonance, in a humming state. Intentions just flowing. Don't hold on to anything and just let it come to you, right? If you don't try to control things, you give this uncertainty of life the ability to just flow. Things that should go away from you where it has expired, will fall away. Just like we just did that cleanup, that scrubby, scrubby, scrubby to get that fresh anointing for the day, fresh anointing for the day. You have to wash away the old. Intentionally washing away the old and anointing the new, right? And it's really not anything that's given on to you. It is, again, revealing what is already there, what is underneath the surface, underneath the layers. You release that control. You let it fall away from you. You don't need to keep it and hold on to it. Why? It stinks. It's no good for you anymore. It's unaligned to your current beingness, right? So release that control. And we can see that in many areas of our life where we seek to hold on to things, we seek to control things, right? Again, defense mechanism. If you're a person that's used to losing things and starting over, or things going away from you or being snatched away from you, you may begin to hoard things, hoard people, hoard emotions that are no longer useful to you or good for you. There's Sash. So the ability to control your life. I know what it looks like because I control it, right? But to release that control, allow things to fall away, allow new things to come in, it opens you up to, again, the uncertainty, which is the adventure of life. It opens you up to faithfulness, to dig into your faith when you are unsure of what is going to happen. But there's beauty in that. There's magic in that. You change, you evolve, you grow, and you get to experience creation itself unfettered. Yes, unbound. And just see it in its beautiful state. See yourself unbound. I mean, I'm not saying being reckless, like jumping out of airplane with no parachute. I mean, you got to have one of them suits on or something with the wingy thing so that you can coast and glide and do some stuff. I mean, there's protocols to this thing. We in these vessels got limitations, so I'm not saying like not use your God-given sense about with this thing, but it is a lesson in releasing layers of control. Example. I used to be such a control freak, like I needed to know so much that you talking about getting a car and just jump in a car and throw a bag in a car and just go somewhere. No. What? You mean we just gonna get in the car and just drive? Like I put in 2 outfits. I got 2 outfits, 2 bras, 2 panties, maybe some pajamas on, whatever. And that's it. Like, we don't know where we heading to. We don't know where we sleeping at. We ain't made no reservations. We just gonna get in. But that's a thing. To be uninhibited in a sense where you can just experience life. Go on an adventure and see what happens. Yeah. When you already went on an adventure when you touched down, I mean, heaven touching earth, I mean, we in Survivor, are we not? Yeah, because don't none of us make it out alive. Not in a vessel. Anyway, it can't go back to where we came. We didn't come in this vessel, and we ain't taking the vessel with us. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. So your spirit that dropped into this vessel so that you could play Survivor knows that you can get through it. You can. Because your light is going to go back to, it's not this little space, this piece of heaven that we're in. In my Father's house, there's many mansions. We in one of them. And we came in this space to do a work. The work we don't remember not. And sometimes we can't get to the remembrance because we're controlling it. We're controlling it based on what we think we know. And that control doesn't always allow us the ability to receive, to reveal, to receive what is being revealed onto us. Yes. Anything else out of this one? Okay. What is it that fascinates me so much that the thought or feeling won't leave me alone? This keeps coming out too. I don't know if it's for me, but it's for somebody. Whatever it is that you get wrapped up in, you lose time doing this thing. It fascinates you. You would do it no matter what. I mean, whether you was getting paid, whether whatever, you are going to do this. and you lose time. And it's niggling at you. It won't leave you alone. Like, it comes back to your mind all the time. This thing, it fascinates you, and it keeps representing and representing itself to you in various different ways. You might see it across different mediums. While you're driving down the street, it's on a billboard, it's on your phone, it's on your reel. It came up in an advertisement on the TV. Somebody just spoke about that thing. It keeps coming back to your heart. It's in your heart. You feel it. You know it. You're connected to it emotionally. Yes. And if you can see it in your mind's eye, you can see that thing. You feel it like it's real to you in your spirit. It is real. If it's real to you in your spirit, you can see it in your spirit eye. You can feel it in your body. You can speak that thing out. You can do it, and you can start now. Start now. You may not have all the pieces in place. We need to get a sip. Yeah, we do. Because we shine. We rose. We trying to get to shine. Because somebody want to shine. They do. They got something in them that they need to let shine. They do. This little light of mine. Yeah. Don't be confused. I'm spiritual. And I got a light that shines. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, yeah. All through my home, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Whatever it is that fascinates you so much that feeling won't let you alone. It just won't let you alone. It won't let you go. It's trying to let you know that you need to let it shine, let it come out, let it burst out of you. Yes, come on, Father, tell them what it is. You want another card? Yes. All right, let's get it. This one right here, we cracked it open. Father, say this note, put that back. What kinds of good and beautiful things am I experiencing in this moment? I'm experiencing y'all. I'm experiencing y'all through me. Yes, creation itself. I told you, you come around here, it's like a whole box of chocolates, baby. You never know what you're going to get. You never know. And I think that is the beautiful part. What did Forrest say? Go on, Tom Hanks and your whole crew and whoever wrote that line. Because it probably wasn't him. But if it was him, kudos to you. That is some true-ish. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You just never know. It could be dark chocolate, milk chocolate. It could be bitter, because chocolate itself, baby, you got to put a whole bunch of sugar and some shit on that, because cacao, that is some bitter shit. It is. But you talk about the variations in a box of chocolates from Cherry Field. I can't stand them things. Them things is gross to me. I do not like chocolate covered cherries. I don't like that cream strawberry stuff. No, if it ain't got no nuts in there, caramels, something. That's just your girl. Look, I told you. Anywho, life is like a whole box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Just like the Tears of Week to Rose show. When you come around here, you sure enough never know what you're going to get. But whatever it is, that you are thinking of, you would do it. It fascinates you. You would do it again if you never got paid. It's something that won't leave you alone. It's been with you, I would say, for your entire life. It's something that you naturally dig into. You naturally do. And you may not even show it to anybody else too much. They may see a little bit of it, but not your fullness. Probably not. What was I intended to do in this life? It feels upside down, like you really are still discovering what it is that you are intended to do, or don't know that this thing that fascinates you so much is really what you were intended to do. Oftentimes we get pushed into, again, areas of control. I need to control my finances. I need to control that coin. I need to control that paper. And when you step out to do the thing that it fascinates you, what you were really built and designed to do, that comes from the inside out. So therefore you are bringing you beloved, you're bringing yourself to the market. And to put that out into a world, an environment that is so unpredictable, what would you do if you couldn't control it, right? When you put yourself out there, you can't control how people are going to receive what type of value will they place on you, because the value is going to be different. If it fascinates you and you are excited to put it out, you highly value it, you're going to give it. But that doesn't mean that everybody's going to receive what you give. It may take a while to find the people, your audience, those who are ready and willing to receive what you have to give. And most people who are willing to step out there and put themselves in the forefront and give are innovators. They're leaders in change. They are change makers and change, shakers, shaking up the current paradigm, shaking up the current train of thought. But you first have to be shaken. Yeah. You often get shook up, beloved, in order for you to change so that you can serve. And someone may be shaken out of this control syndrome. And how do we get shaken out of control? By going through a bunch of shit that you can't control. You don't control the outcome. You can only control you. What you do as you're going through this scenario. So hold on to you, because you might be going through something, baby, that's going to make you breathe, or the need to breathe, a good 10 times. That could be 10 times today. Well, you might have to go and take a good 10 2-minute meditation sessions and just sit there. Holy Father, Lord of creation, you built me with the infinite intelligence. I have the ability to tap in. Please reveal unto me what I need to see. As I am filled with the breath of life, I am strengthened. And I bring into me everything that I need to get through this moment. And you might need to do that a good 10 times. You might need to do this a good whole 10 times again, 10 times a day, 10 different occasions. Chop it up, baby. But Father said, release control and breathe. Breathe. Know that everything is well in hand. It's something that's going on that you are being developed to do. And whatever it is something that's been with you. It's something that fascinates you. It's something that keeps coming back to your mind. But maybe there are factors in your life that are preventing you from doing it because you have to remain in control. And sometimes, a lot of times, oftentimes, Father is telling me, don't pussyfoot around it all the time. You have to release control to get there. Or something is going to put you in a circumstance that you cannot control. In order, with this one, stress less. Put you in a situation that you cannot control in order to develop your ability to sit in a space that's uncertain. This one, is it in here? This, not this, this one, this one. Okay. Thank yourself for your skills. It's something in you, beloved, that is being pulled out. There's something in you that's being developed. Thank yourself for your skills. But that's a challenge because you may not be ready to lean into it. Whatever it is that fascinates you, again, we build from the inside out. What is already is in there. Like that Prego ragu sauce or whatever we was talking about, a whole bunch of ingredients put together. What was he kept saying? It's in there. Get the oregano. I don't know his name. Tommy, get the oregano. Ma, it's in there. Taste the sauce. Did you put the paprika? It's in there. I don't even know if they put the salt. It's in there. It's in here. Whatever it is, you have a skill. You have a talent. Something that you need to pull out. Baby, is in there, okay? And this situation that you think you need to control, that's giving you the reminder to breathe, is telling you you can't control it. You can only control you. And it's coming to develop you. These skills that's inside of you are being developed. Release control. It's something that fascinates you all the time. Something that comes back to you, continues to come back, come back, come back. And Father say, release control. You might need to cheer yourself on. Maybe you don't believe in you. That could be the thing. Maybe you've been through, again, situations that have come against you, that you have developed control as a coping mechanism against those types of situations. And it may have, you weary of self. You don't even know, potentially have some issue or an unawareness of how to put yourself back out there where it's not controlled. Because pay attention to breathing. You may need to meditate and allow, that feeling of release, the feeling of free floating within yourself, to see how deep you are. That there's so much more to you to be discovered if you release the chains of control on yourself. Yes. You don't have to have everything figured out, beloved. You don't have to have your whole plan laid out and all of that. Father gives you a vision based on what's already in you. And you can start from there. Yes, you can. Let's get some mindful messages. Let's be mindful about that. You can start. We see finance and career is sitting on my other little deck. That could be an energy. Again, control. We saw Queen of Wands earlier. Tune in. I am enough. Casting spells. Casting spells speaks the words that are coming out of our mouth. But this right here, tuning into yourself. There's something inside of you. Meditation is going to be key. Not simply because everybody is like, do this meditation thing. Meditation is age old. And we need a reminder to pull ourselves away from the noise and the conflict of society, of what creation right now is very loud. It is raging. I mean raging. The people are speaking, the planet is speaking, where we are in the cosmos, everything, the energy of it is galvanizing. It is highly chaotic. It is the motion. I just feel a lot of motion, a lot of energy, a lot of force. And it is one of those, the cycle is changing. Change, either coming, going, because we never truly know the time, but we can feel the energy of change. We feel the energy of change. And when we feel the energy of change, oftentimes we protect ourselves by trying to remain in control of something. Again, situations come into your life to shake things up, to force you to change. Pain is a hell of a catalyst. My brother Rick James in the spirit, says cocaine is a powerful drug. Pain is a hell of a catalyst. It comes to shake you up. These situations come against you to shake you up, to make you move. Come out of complacency, out of your state of controlled beingness. To force you to move into uncertainty. To force you to move into the unknown. To force you to trust. To have faith. To collaborate. We saw that in my cute little other deck. I haven't blessed it. I put it back over there. But we saw that. We saw trust and collaboration. Definitely saw that. Maybe, again, with those swords and feeling like somebody has come against you, the lying and deceitfulness in the past. Those old issues. Again, we saw that in this little Disney Villains deck. That sword that was on the bottom. What was it? The Seven of Swords? Yeah. Lies and deceit. Those things make you go, things you can't control. You can't control when somebody lying to you. Let me get a sip. You can't control if they're going to lie. You can't control if somebody targets you and hurts you. You can't control, the actions of others in general. You just cannot. The only thing you can control is how you respond. Responds able. And trauma itself, beloved, of course we always talk about the fight or flight. But many don't talk about the other ways we respond. It's definitely at least four, and I believe people are discovering that it may be more than four. That the body will do to protect itself, again, to maintain control over self, some sort of control over the situation, or control over survivability, my ability to get out of this, to come out. I have to ensure that I can make it through. And we respond in a way to do that. We try to control that. Spirit is pushing me into that conversation. So if you are a person who has experienced a traumatic event, you may respond with more than just fight or flight. Because sometimes you can't fight and sometimes you can't flight. You can't run and you can't fight back. You may have to stay in that situation and receive what's happening to you. You may not have any control over what's happening. And when you live through that, like, you freeze. I have to freeze and disconnect myself mentally from what's happening. Because if I just stay here and stay still and almost disappear into myself, then it's not really real, or I can survive. I'll come out. It'll go away in just a few. We can get through this space because I just have to be still and don't do nothing. You could fawn. You could give compliments and make it niceties, And I believe a lot of these people who in that submissive role were people who they probably shouldn't have been linked up to in the first place. In that state, they fawn. So that the person, their perpetrator, will treat them nicely. And maybe that it won't be so bad. Oh yeah, I'm going to be hurt, but it won't be as vicious. It won't be as atrocious if I just play nice. Those are all reactions. And if you've gone through that anytime in your life, and it sticks with you, and you develop control systems because of it, you do. And to chop that up, you may need somebody else that you can really go sit and chop that shit up with, because it affects your ability to fully actualize yourself, to fully realize who you are, to live life in a way where you don't have to control everything. Again, to be able to just jump in the car, throw a bag in there and say, I'm going to drive for 200 miles and I'm going to find the nearest motel along that route, look up in this space, find some cool things to do, even if it means going to somebody's old town museum to look at the first telephone ever made. I don't know, but we just going to go do it, because life itself is an adventure. But adventures, you face adversities. It's baked in. Tares and wheat, baby, tares and wheat, they are rooted together. And the tares come to show you who you are, to edify you. You don't put your focus on the tare, but you understand it so that you can edify self, so that you can do what? Become good bread. Because you the wheat, baby, you the wheat. And something may have come against you to put you in a state of control. And Father say it's time to release that, so that you can get into doing what it is that really fascinates you. Breathe. Go into self. Thank yourself for being you. We got another one. It gets better, and the better it gets. Come on now. Not this one first. All right. Father say be present. Now. Present. The present is a present. You are a present. You are a gift. You are. In this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition, and joyfully overcome any bumps along the way. Joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. Yeah. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. You don't have to worry about the future when you live like this because, one, you are in the hand of the Father at all times. You can never go anywhere. You are always held in creation, and creation is whole. We are here to learn and to grow. We take lessons, not losses, baby, lessons. Lessons that turn into blessings, okay? Yes. Add to be, just be. So it ain't no lesson, it's a blessing if you just add the ability to just be. Ooh, come on, daddy, that was good. Good, let's get it. Be present. Be present in the now. We were talking about breathing. You might need to take them 8, 9, 10 breathing sessions we saw over there and just pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your breath. But hold on, it gets better. The better it gets. Yes, when things happen that cause me to feel good, I know that there are much more good feelings coming my way. The better it gets. And I keep rising up. Keep rising to the top and it don't stop. Yeah, the better it gets. When you start realizing that you can release control and lean into the things that really fascinates you, the thing that don't leave you alone, and you get into that and you start moving in that and you stay present in that thing daily, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, and I can say that with full confidence because you go back through these archives about 4, 5 months ago when we started this here thing and see where we was at. It's sure enough show you how much it get better if you just stay present and release control. Yeah, it is. This one right here, food. Either spirit is telling me it's time to eat because we have not had breakfast today. We have not broke the fast. We broke the fast with some coffee. And that's not necessarily the good thing to do. No, to start the day off with coffee, I probably should have had some lemon water, wake my system back up. So what are you doing and how are you feeding yourself? What kind of food are you giving you? Are you nourishing the body? Yeah. Maybe whatever you want to do has something to do with food. That would be cool. Maybe you a chef in the making. Maybe you love cooking and don't really realize it. Like it fascinates you to cook a good meal. You know how many people starting cooking shows just on Facebook or TikTok showing all that, what they make and what they create? It's a whole thing. We build our own doughs these days. You don't have to wait for the Food Network channel to come beat you down to build your own dough. You don't have to wait for your certificate from culinary school to be able to build your own dough. Spirit is pulling me back. It's something in that culinary school. Did somebody go to school for it? But they might want to. Yeah, somebody might want to do that. They may have had a dream about doing it back when they was a kid, and somehow or another life is taking you off track. Life may have put you in a situation where you feel like you couldn't do that. You had to go into another system of control. Maybe doing that thing didn't feel stable. Maybe you control emotions with food. It's a lot of people that do that. I felt that. I felt somebody wanting to do something with food as far as cooking and chef and maybe pretending like I pretended to be a chef cooking because I heard you getting ready to say that. I was going to say it. I mean, I stopped from saying what you were saying through me. So, yes, somebody feeling like they could have been a chef or they love to be a chef. They love to cook and do that and serve that out like they think about it all the time. It's something that fascinates them. Cooking fascinates them. That is for somebody. But another thing that I am picking up that I was feeling with control and food and just knowing that people will use food as a way of control. But something is coming your way. There could be an opportunity for you. Guidance system. Again, is here. Emotions are a guidance system. If you find yourself, either again excited about the possibility of cooking, doing something new, making something new, putting it out there. Maybe you're posting your stuff on Facebook already. Who knows? Or maybe you just want to get into it or go back to school to become a chef. It's all kinds of programs out here. I mean, it's all kinds of ways. But another thing too is returning to your body. I think that is the principal thing. Return to your body. See what your body is doing. See what it's telling you. There's something in here in your heart space that is telling you that you either need to release control, relax, breathe. relax, beloved. Release the control. Yes. This one? Okay. Get some angel answers, Father said. Let's check it out and see. Give a little shuffle. Yeah, that felt like a brick, didn't it? Right here. No, shuffle, shuffle again, Father. Say it's a lot of energy in here. People do use food as comfort. So returning to your body, paying attention to when you're eating, while you're eating, what you're eating, and the purpose for your eating could be for somebody. Yeah. Because food makes you feel full, obviously. And when you feel full, you might feel better. You don't have a feeling of lack or something is missing. Not being whole or filled up completely, right? And food does that. So be mindful of when you're eating, what you're eating, and how much you're eating. The purpose of it, is it to nourish the body? Or is it to give you a certain sentiment? Yeah, guidance system is there. That is for, I see that. Yeah, big happy changes. Big happy changes are there. This one. No, is there anything else? Yes. Is it here? Here? Is it here? This one? It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. But you're challenged with that. You're challenged with making the decision. You may not believe presently that things are going to get better, but it's up to you to really get confident in that, like rooted in the fact that it's going to get better, that every day you can get better. You want this? Anything else in here? No? Done with that? Okay. Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can get better. It can. It can. Meditate. Meditation is so important to connect with yourself. Whether you meditate in the shower, when you are doing your affirmations and you are washing away the old to reveal the new, to reveal what is developing on the inside out, that is developing on the inside and coming out. I think the beautiful thing about, that revelation the Father gave to me about using the shower as a place to say affirmations, it's like anointing, a spiritual anointing, a spiritual awareness, because there's so many things in that practice of just showering that is amazing. Do you want me to say, am I okay to say this? Yes. Okay. Again, thankfulness for the ability to go into a shower, whether the water is warm or cold, it doesn't matter. It's flow. It's from the Father itself, the source of creation. Life flows from water. Right. And then the ability to have something to scrub away, whether it is your hand because you don't have a puffy, doesn't matter, or you have a puffy and soap and the soap smells good. All of that are additional blessings. And being appreciative of those small things is everything. It's everything. And then to stand in the flow of life and wash away the old. Faith without work is dead. You have to put in action to scrub away the old from your flesh, that which is no longer aligned to you, that has fallen away. What is 90% of dust, beloved? It is skin that has fallen away. The thing that is no longer aligned to you. But when you wash that away in the shower and you are saying your affirmations, I release the old, that which is no longer aligned to me. I receive the flow of life. I receive the flow from the Father to wash that away. The Father is washing away the old to reveal the new. You reveal skin that is already there, that has already developed, that has already come into maturity. It is pushing away the old. That which has matured on the inside is now pushing away the old. As you develop inside out, beloved, you push away things that are no longer aligned to your life. We must do the work to wash them away, allowing the Father to bring the flow over us and assist us as we release those old things. But you have to do the work to release it. Otherwise, your life and everything is going to be covered in dust. That is what? 90% you. The things that no longer align to you. Let's get deep with this thing, beloved. You develop from the inside out. Your gut space develops first. Your kingdom space develops first. You develop from the inside out. What feeds your whole body? Your gut, your colon, your intestines. Why do they say gut health is so important? You take in your nutrients, your alchemy health comes from there. It is breaking down all of these things and deriving the nutrients and pushing out waste. Water is absorbed there. Your nutrition, your hydration, everything is in this kingdom space. Everything develops from the inside out, no matter how you want to look at it, whether you're religious and you look at it that way, whether you believe in the source of self and you think about digging into that gut. If you are scientific and you can understand what I'm saying, that your gut develops first and everything develops around that space where your first mind is in the gut. Your gut speaks to you. It tells you when something's wrong. Your gut, it is what gives you those responses. Whether you're going to fight, whether you're going to run, flight, whether you need to freeze, whether you need to fawn. What do we need to do? Your gut tells you, your first mind speaks. And to calm ourselves in meditation and get in touch with that gut and see what it's doing. What does it need? What is it communicating to you to release the control of this pseudo mind up here that we think is us, to release the control up here and go into that gut space, baby, to be present. To be present. In this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. You have a built-in guidance system that tells you. You have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and intuition. My desires and my intuition. Joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have anything to worry about. I don't have to worry about my future. No. When good things happen, everything works towards the good. When good things happen that cause me to feel good, I know that there are much more good feelings coming my way. They are coming. They are coming. What's making you feel good? Whatever this is that fascinates you. Whatever it is that fascinates you. But what would happen if you didn't try to control? Are you able to tune into that space? Tune in today before doing what I normally do. I will take a moment to slow down, to place my hands at my heart space and take a few deep breaths. Few deep breaths. I will ask myself what I truly want, and I will honor what I am feeling. I will honor. Thank yourself. Thank yourself for your skills, Sasha. Thank yourself for your skills. Again, hair. Shit that just flies off of you. Skin. Dead skin that releases itself. Thank yourself for your skills. Because when you let the old shit go, stuff that don't align to you no more, it will reveal to you the real. Write down all the things that you are good at. The things you've heard praise for and the things you are proud of being able to do. Whatever fascinates you. The big and the meaningful to the small and invisible. When you are finished with your list, thank yourself for having and keeping all those skills. itinerary list of the things that fascinate you. Probably got something to do with food. I told you, heard somebody wanted to be a chef. And in this day and age, we can build our own door. Our own door. It is up to you to drive. Drive. Release control. Let your spirit guides drive you to where? Big, happy changes. So whoever you are, wheat, if you start a catering business, I would love to have some of your food. Because your girl like to eat, not just chocolate. Even though we do love chocolate, not that chocolate covered cherry, strawberry, jelly filled stuff. I don't like that. I need something I can sink my teeth into. I need some little nuts or something like that in my chocolate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm just saying. Anywho, we got the Sudden Wealth card sitting over here on the kipper. Maybe whatever it is that you're going to do when you decide to jump into it. But take this message seriously. Maybe you're going to have a message of concern. Maybe that's something you did have a message of concern that is causing you to feel like you need to be in control. Or maybe you're going to get something, a message that's going to concern you. Yeah. False person is here, but they're in reverse. You know, maybe you dealt with somebody that was false. We saw an issue with the ability to trust and collaborate with people. You know, so if you dealt with a first person before that has left you in despair, this keeps coming out. Maybe it was somebody in your family, somebody that you trusted, you know, and now you've dealt with that scenario, and you need to get to a place where you can overcome those coping mechanisms that you built up. You know, maybe it was something that happened when you were a child. Oftentimes, coping mechanisms develop at that early stage. You learn how to deal with things, especially, again, I wasn't feeling fight or flight. I was feeling fawn or freeze. Because you dealt with somebody that was false. Somebody who wasn't what they were supposed to be. Somebody that may have hurt you. And you learned how to cope with that. And the coping mechanism could have been to freeze. To stop. And when you freeze, you learn, you're controlling yourself. You don't know what else to do to control. You have no control over what's happening, so you froze. And when you don't have control, as an adult, you learn to control. Try and control what happens to you. Control your world. Control your situations. But you block out uncertainty. And that's not truly operating on faith. Because if you're still here, getting to the point of knowing that you're safe and you can release, know that that is dead. That is dead. Breathe. If you're still breathing, breathe. Release control. That is dead. And you're here. It's time for a reset. To the next now on the Tears and We Twirl show with your girl Lati, where you sure enough never know what you're gonna get. Know this. I love you. I love you. I love you just like I love me. I love the source that made you, that made me. Yes. Made us with its infinite intelligence. The intelligence of the infinite. I mean, like, wow. And it binds and connects us and fills us with the breath of life, the flow of creation. we breathe it in. That's something to think about. That's something to pay attention to. You have the opportunity to release control and to see where this adventure is going to take you now. There's something in you that fascinates you and lights you up, and it's coming from the inside out. And you get an opportunity to serve it. Serve it up. What are you going to serve? I want to eat. I hope it's edifying. Edifying onto you, me, so that we can edify the source. Yes. Because we the bread, baby. We started by saying we the wheat. Yeah, you are. Until the next now, we'll call this Ashe.